It's the Christmas season in San Juan Bautista, California. And all over town this glorious afternoon, everyone's getting ready for a special night that only happens once a year. As soon as the sun goes down, actors from El Teatro Campesino begin rehearsing.
¿Cómo es que de noche anda tan solita? It's a real catchy tune.
I should.
Can you get into it? Can you get into it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you
Soon the entire town is singing the traditional Spanish posadas, carols which commemorate the Holy Family's search for an inn in Bethlehem. And then everyone joins in on Christmas carols as they slowly walk down the main street carrying candles. This is the story of a town and a theater and the man who brought them together.
You know, the idea of the campesino, that, and I guess in some ways, the Teatro Campesino really began literally in the fields. So many of us, of my generation at any rate, you know, knew what it was to work in the fields and to dream, and wrote about it, or started to write about it, poets, you know. The first companies of the Teatro Campesino were made up of striking farm workers. These were people that were in Delano in the grape strike. Later, we began to draw from the colleges, people that were involved in the Chicano movement, or became a part of the Chicano movement as a result of participating in the teatro. Consequently, we were asked to perform everywhere because there was interest. So there was that. There was interest in the farm worker. There was our subject matter, which became really the clay out of which we were able to mold our earliest works, you know, that the social atmosphere of the 1960s. But as far as having any money, there was none whatsoever. We existed the way that all the grape strikers existed, on $5 a week in Delano. Later on, the union was able to offer us a garage to work out of, and eventually, within a year and a half or so, we rented an old tortilla factory, which was a little storefront in Delano that became the Teatro Campesino. And then later also the first hiring hall for the union. So that was a significant combination. Because the Teatro Campesino continues to be a hiring hall, so to speak. You know, we hire a lot of people through here that work in the theater for the first time.
Ya estos campos van los niños campesinos, sin destino, son peregrinos de verdad.
Contribution in those early days of our struggle, I think in many instances were the difference between defeat and victory.
Now you got to realize that we were coming out of 6 very active years, you know, coming out of the 60s, and we had all seen a lot of action. Some of us had been jailed, you know, and beaten, and we'd seen a lot of territory from the ground up. And we had traversed the country a number of times in national tours. So we were all kind of tired and ready for a change. So in the summer of 1971, the Teatro came to San Juan Bautista on a trial basis. We organized a summer workshop and began to put on plays. The moment that we were here, we knew that this was home. become a tradition, both in a spiritual as well as in a holiday sense. It wasn't always that way, of course. You know, we had the first year that we did the Virgen del Tepayac, which was in '71. We had all of one performance in the mission on December 12th, which is the official day of the Virgin of Guadalupe. And the Monsignor, who was the priest then, was generous to give us the opportunity to perform it once, but he didn't want us to disturb the church at all.
When it first came here, they were called every name you can think of, but mainly they were accused of all being communists and, you know, heard all the better dead than red and that kind of nonsense.
Over the years, I'm very happy to say that we have won most of the people in town over. People have seen that our works help the local economy, that we do bring in an audience, especially at Christmas time, that helps every business in town prosper.
All those people have to eat dinner somewhere. All those people eat breakfast, or they come not just for the performance, they come to see the town. They wander around, they come in the Mission Cafe and eat breakfast. They go to Mariposa House or Jardines or any of the dozen restaurants in town and spend their money. And in the shops, the antique stores, the galleries, and so on. Of course, very direct impact.
Every year at Christmas time, thousands of people from all over the United States come to the old mission of San Juan to witness El Teatro Campesino's unique telling of the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe, La Virgen del Tepayac. The play takes us back in time to the year 1531. The Aztec people are joyously celebrating their ancient religion, a dance of grace and beauty, songs of prayer and life, a celebration of ancient gods. It is also a time, however, of the Spanish conquest of the New World, when the Aztec religion would be challenged by the long knives of Christian soldiers.
Between 1519 and 1567, less than 50 years, the Indian population of Mexico went from 25 million down to a little more than 1 million. Fully 90%, 90-some% of the population of Mexico died as a result of the conquest. They died of broken hearts, they died of overwork, they died of beatings, jailings, disease, who knows what, but you're talking about an entire Holocaust.
Y te nombro. Y te nombro Juan Diego.
And a lot of people don't realize that this event that the play dramatizes is the first recorded incident in human history where the Mother of Christ ever appeared to anybody.
Lo mismo que me lo pensé. No serví de mensajero. No hablé con el señor obispo, porque no me lo creyeron. ¿Qué no entiendes, nana virgen? Que aquí los indios nos tratan como a perros.
people that come to the church come to make contact with something essential in themselves. Great numbers of them, fully 50% or more of our audience doesn't even understand the language. You know, they're not Spanish speaking, and yet the play speaks to them in a very direct and spiritual way. We feel that the theater has always been something more than itself for us. It's not just the play. The play is important, and it's important that it be artful, that it be art. But the moment that it becomes art, it also becomes something else. It either becomes politics, or it becomes religion, or it becomes something else, you know? And that is when it gets the most exciting for me.